What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. The World Cup is finally here, and today I'm going to be predicting every single game from round one. I've got some comfortable wins, a couple of potential shocks, and after I give all my predictions, we'll compare them to what you guys voted for in the community tab. Anyway, let's get straight into it. We're starting with Mexico against South Africa, and I've got Mexico winning this game 2-0. Mexico might not be one of the favourites to win the World Cup, but they're still a very strong side, and they're ranked above South Africa heading into the tournament. Playing in North America should also help them feel right at home. When you look at the Mexican squad, players like Santiago Jimenez, Edson Alvarez and Raul Jimenez bring a lot of experience and quality. South Africa have done brilliantly to qualify, but I still think Mexico will dominate possession and create far more chances. I can see Mexico scoring early and then controlling the game from there. Next up, we've got South Korea against the Czech Republic. I'm predicting a narrow 1-0 win for South Korea. These teams are actually quite close in quality, but South Korea have one of the most dangerous forwards in world football in Son Heung-min. South Korea are ranked higher than Czech Republic and have built a reputation for being incredibly difficult to break down at major tournaments. The Czech Republic always compete well and have plenty of physicality, but I think one moment of quality from Son could be the difference. This is one of the toughest games to predict. I've gone for Canada to win 2-1. Canada have the advantage of playing in a home World Cup, and players like Alphonso Davies and Jonathan David can change games instantly. Bosnia are no pushovers though. They've got plenty of experienced players, and they're one of those teams that nobody will want to play. I think this game could be level-headed into the final 20 minutes, but Canada's pace on the counter-attack gives them the edge. I've got the USA winning this game 2-0. The Americans are ranked among the strongest teams outside Europe and South America, and they've got a very balanced squad. Christian Pulisic remains the key man, while players like Weston McKennie and Yunus Mussour give them plenty of energy in midfield. Paraguay are always organised and difficult to break down, but I think the USA's athleticism and attacking quality prove too much. Qatar versus Switzerland, and I'm going for Switzerland to win this one 2-0. Switzerland are one of the most underrated teams in international football. Every tournament people overlook them, and every tournament they end up reaching the knockout stages. Players like Granit Xhaka bring huge leadership and experience. Qatar have improved massively over the last decade, but Switzerland are currently one of the top 15 ranked teams in the world, and I think they'll show their quality. Now, this is one of the most standout games of round one, Brazil versus Morocco. I've got Brazil winning 2-0. What's crazy is that Morocco actually arrive at this tournament ranked inside the world's top 10, ahead of some huge footballing nations. That shows just how far they've come. But Brazil are still Brazil. Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and a squad full of elite talent make them one of the favourites of the tournament. Morocco will make this difficult, and they'll defend extremely well, but I think Brazil's quality eventually shines through. Haiti versus Scotland. I've got Scotland winning this game 2-0. Scotland come into the World Cup after a very impressive 4-0 warm-up victory, and they'll be full of confidence. Players like Scott McTominay and Andy Robertson bring quality and leadership, while Scotland have become a very organised side under pressure. Haiti deserve huge credit for making the tournament, but Scotland should have too much quality. Australia versus Turkey, and this is where my first big upset comes. I'm predicting Turkey to beat Australia 2-1. A lot of people are backing Australia, but Turkey have quietly become one of the strongest emerging teams around. They're ranked above Australia and possess some excellent attacking players. Australia always fight and never make things easy, but I think Turkey nick it in a very entertaining game. And this is one of the easiest predictions of the round, Germany versus Curaçao. I'm going Germany 4, Curaçao 0. Germany are currently ranked inside the world's top 10 and recently beat the United States in their final warm-up match. Kai Havertz, Leroy Sané, and a squad packed with quality should simply be too much for them. So Curaçao have already achieved something incredible by reaching the World Cup, but I think Germany run away with this one. Now with Netherlands against Japan, I've got the Netherlands winning 1-0. This could genuinely be one of the best tactical battles of the round. Japan are ranked among the world's top teams and are famous for their organisation, discipline and work rate. They're the type of team nobody enjoys facing. However, the Netherlands are currently ranked inside the world's top 10 and have the experience of going deep into major tournaments. I think it will be incredibly tight, but one goal settles it. Ivory Coast versus Ecuador. This is a really tough one to call, but I'm going for Ecuador to win 1-0. Ivory Coast are always physically strong and dangerous, and they've got plenty of talent in their squad, especially going forward. But Ecuador are one of those teams that are incredibly hard to break down. They're very organised. defensively. They work extremely hard off the ball and they just tend to stay in games even against stronger oppositions. If this becomes a tight tactical match, I think Ecuador's structure gives them the edge. Sweden versus Tunisia. I'm backing Sweden to win 2-1. Sweden always seem to perform better in tournament football than people expect. They're disciplined, physically strong and dangerous from set pieces. Tunisia are also very well organised and will make this a difficult match. But I think Sweden just have a bit more quality in the final third. Players like Alexander Isak could be the difference in a tight game like this. Spain versus Cape Verde. This one is pretty straightforward for me. Spain 4, Cape Verde 0. Spain are one of the strongest possession-based teams in world football and come into this tournament ranked among the top sides in the world. They dominate the ball, create constant chances and wear teams down over 90 minutes. Cape Verde have done incredibly well just to reach this stage, but this is a massive step up in quality. Expect Spain to control everything from start to finish. Belgium versus Egypt. I'm going for Belgium to win 2-0. Belgium still have a very strong squad, even if this isn't quite their golden generation peak anymore. Kevin De Bruyne remains one of the best midfielders in world football and he can control games on his own. Egypt will rely heavily on Mohamed Salah, who is always capable of producing something special, but Belgium's overall squad depth should be the difference here. Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay. This is a really interesting match. I'm backing Uruguay to win 2-0. Saudi Arabia have caused shocks in major tournaments before, especially with their high pressing and aggressive style, but Uruguay are a different level in terms of experience and individual quality. With players like Darwin Núñez and Federico Valverde, Uruguay have real pace and power in attack and midfield. If they control the tempo, I think they win comfortably. Iran versus New Zealand. I'm going with Iran to win 2-1. Iran are one of the strongest sides in Asia and are very difficult to break down. They're organised, physical and dangerous on the counter-attack. New Zealand will work hard and won't make it easy, but I think Iran have more quality in attacking areas. This could be closer than people expect, but I'm backing Iran to edge it. France versus Senegal. This is one of the biggest games of the round. I'm going for France to win 2-0. France are consistently one of the strongest international teams in the world. They have world-class players in every position and incredible depth. Senegal are a very strong African side and will absolutely compete, especially physically, but France's attacking quality is on another level. With players like Kylian Mbappe leading the line, France always have that extra edge in tight matches. Iraq versus Norway. I'm backing Norway to win 3-0. Norway have become a seriously dangerous attacking team in international football. With Erling Haaland and Martin Odegaard, they have world-class quality in both finishing and creativity. Iraq deserve huge credit for qualifying and they'll bring energy and passion, but Norway's attacking power is one of the best in this round. Argentina versus Algeria. I'm going for Argentina to win 2-0. Argentina come into this tournament as one of the favourites and are still ranked among the best teams in the world. Even without relying on Messi every game, they've got elite players across the pitch, especially in attack and midfield. Algeria are solid and a well-organised side, but Argentina's experience in major tournaments gives them a big advantage. Austria versus Jordan. I'm backing Austria to win 2-0. Austria are a very structured and disciplined team. They press well and they defend as a unit and they don't give much away. Jordan have done well to reach this stage, but Austria have more quality in every area of the pitch. If Austria take control early, I think they win comfortably. Portugal versus DR Congo. I'm going for Portugal to win 2-0. Portugal have one of the strongest squads in the tournament with real depth in attack and midfield. Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Rafael Leao. They have so many players who can decide games. DR Congo will try to stay compact and frustrate them, but Portugal's quality should eventually break them down. England versus Croatia. As an England fan, I've got England to win 2-1. This is not an easy opening game at all. Croatia are incredibly experienced in tournament football and always seem to go deep in competitions. They're technically strong, calm under pressure and very hard to break down. But England come into this tournament as one of the top ranked teams in the world with a squad full of attacking talent. Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka. On our day, we can beat anyone. I think England starts strong, but it won't be comfortable at all. Ghana versus Panama. I'm going for Ghana 1, Panama 0. This is one of the hardest games to call in this round. Ghana are powerful and athletic, while Panama are very organised and disciplined defensively. I think Ghana just about edge it, but this could easily go either way. Uzbekistan versus Colombia, and finally I'm going for Colombia to win 2-0. Colombia are a very strong South American side with real attacking quality and flair. They're dangerous in transition, technically gifted and have experience in big tournaments. Uzbekistan have done brilliantly to qualify, but this is a huge step up in competition. I think Colombia control the game and win comfortably. And now let's take a look at what you guys predicted in the community poll. 100% for Mexico, South Korea 100% as well, Canada 29%, draw 14%, Bosnia and Herzegovina 57%, USA 79%, Paraguay 21%, 100% for Switzerland, 70% for Brazil, draw 6%, and only 24% for Morocco. Scotland 100% as well, Australia 100% as well, Germany 100% as well, Netherlands 44%, draw 11%, Japan 44%, split right down the middle in that for that one, and I can definitely see why. Ivory Coast 63%, draw 13%, Ecuador only 25%, Sweden 83%, Tunisia 17%, Spain 75%, Cape Verde 25%, Belgium 64%, draw 7%, Egypt 29%, Saudi Arabia 67%, and Uruguay 33%, which is surprising. Iran 71%, New Zealand 29%, France 67%, Senegal 33%, Norway 100%, Argentina 80%, Algeria 20%, Austria 67%, Jordan 33%, Portugal 86%, draw 14%, no for DR Congo. England 82%, draw 18%, and no votes for Croatia. Ghana 50%, Panama 50%, split right down the middle again, and Uzbekistan 60%, and Colombia 40%. Wow. So that wraps up my full round 1 World Cup predictions. Now I want you guys to tell me in the comments, which prediction do you think I've got completely wrong? What's the biggest upset in round 1, and who do you think wins the World Cup overall? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. And as always, come on England.